everyone, and welcome back to Higher Max. I'm very excited to have you all here today. As you know, a lot has been going on the Love Island USA street, and so obviously I wanted to come here and talk about it because your girl binged watched the whole show. Watched the first episode, wasn't too into it, but after the fourth-ish episode, I was hooked as usual. Do not know what they did, if they brought their producers from the UK, I don't know, but it was working. I'll also be doing a get ready with me look with this look that I do at the end. It's pretty simple, but I just wanted to take you guys along with that. This is obviously a Justine and Caleb stan account. Don't get it twisted. Honorable mention to Justine and Cely's friendship, but this, you know, the king and queen of Love Island are Justine and Caleb. Point blank, period. So do not forget to follow the socials as linked here, and my second page, Confessions of a Black Girl, which is a space for Black women, girls, and femmes to be vulnerable and celebrated. And like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get onto this video. So let's just talk about how I did not expect to like this season at all. So if you need to know anything, apart from the fact that I love reality TV, typically when it comes to these types of shows, I prefer the UK version. So I was like, okay, a girl was desperate because we're not having Love Island UK this year, and you know, the pandemic has made things hard enough, and so I wanted something to watch. I gave the first episode a try, wasn't a fan. So then I decided, you know what, I cooled off. What got me back into the show, literally video that was all over Twitter of Jeremiah and Johnny, Love Island baby, won't you meet me bad, or whatever. I was like, what is going on since I left this show? So I was like, I need to come back to the show. I need to give it a try. I go through the couples, the drama, all that jazz, and of course, we have to discuss recoupling post-Casa more. And just so we make it clear one more time, this is a Justine and Caleb stan account, period. Don't ask me questions. That's just how it's going. I already gelled back my eyebrows, so I'm just gonna put concealer around them. As you can see, I have dark circles around my eyes. I don't know what to do about it. The hyperpigmentation, if you know what to do, please put it down below. It's gonna be here in the corner, so sometimes if you're like, why is this girl looking into the corner, that's why. But anyways, the first people I want to discuss, because I feel like I'm gonna go in order from least interesting to most interesting, and that is Moira, Aaron, and obviously honorable mention to James. Liked Moira at first. I'm not gonna lie, I liked her a lot. I was like, okay, this is a sweet girl, she's pretty. I felt like she was settled in her couple with James. I was pretty interested in their, you know, couple. And after she went on to that date with Carrington, don't be like, what's going on? It looks kind of crazy now, but I'm gonna blend it all out. After she went on her date with Carrington, she just was not acting the way that was necessary. Right, James was controlling and he was pretending to be cool boy TM, which he is not. You are not a cool boy, and you are not fooling any of us here. At least that she owed him to validate his feelings. Like, okay, you're feeling insecure. I went on a date. This is what happened. I might be open to this person. Instead of just being like honest about it and just saying, you know, this is who I'm feeling, she decides to just be so shady faces and be like, oh, okay, like, you know what I mean, the whole time, and just make it seem as if he's crazy, which then made him act out and be insecure. And I just think it's ridiculous because before she went onto that date, she was all like, I'm all in, like, I'm so into you. Yes, this is Love Island, like, things change so quickly. I don't think there's any excuse for, at least the bare minimum is to communicate. Like, that's the least you could do for the person. And now what has been annoying me is the fact that she's now, all she does is mope around the villa. Girl, get your act together. She cries and she mopes and she's upset about the fact that she's not finding or making connections, which, by the way, even though James acted a bit, you know, ridiculous, I still think he and Moira made a better couple than she was with Calvin. Nothing's gonna come out between her and Aaron. Like, deadass, he is busy saying, oh, let's be friends. Girl, he's saying that because he's tired of you moping everywhere. He wants connection the way Justine and Caleb, king and queen of Love Island USA season 2, and Johnny and Cely, which we need to get into that. Those people have been together for so long and have gone through their own hardships and worked through it, sis. So you cannot be sitting around on this island in Las Vegas acting the relationship is going to be at the same level as theirs, because unfortunately, sis, won't be, and that's okay. But also, she's putting a lot of pressure on the relationship that she does have. Her and Aaron, all they need to do is just take time, work into the bond. That's what everyone did. She's just super nervous because she's seen all these relationships move really quickly. That's what she wants. But girl, like, to be honest, kind of want her to be the next person to leave the island. Like, I'm not that interested. I want Moira to bounce. And you know what? It's okay if you don't find love on Love Island. There's other places. There's Tinder, there's Bumble, your local bar. But it just doesn't look like it's happening this season. We're going to Carrington, Kiertan, and Laurel. I mean, I don't have a problem with Laurel, but she's kind of irrelevant. But anyways, y'all, Carrington thinks this is Hookup Island. He did not come here to meet anybody. He came here to make out with girls, period. Made that clear to me when he went to Casa More. Couldn't put my finger down on what it was about him. I was like, so he just doesn't like Kiertan, even though they were super into each other, and then he dropped her. Really, I don't know what happened. But really what made it clear it settled down with anyone, especially when he was in Casa More. It was like, I don't want to leave Casa More, blah, 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 blah. Why do you think that is that he doesn't want to leave Casa More? It's because Sir, unfortunately, is not looking for love. Maybe he's looking for social media following. I don't know, but it's not love. Kiertan, sweetie, you need to move on. You are so gorgeous. You have a lot going for you. Why are you wasting your time on this show looking for this boy Carrington? Recoupling post Casa Amor. I was genuinely shocked that this girl was still holding on to him. He literally was so disinterested in her before he left. Out of all the guys, we knew Carrington was gonna come back with someone. We knew. So girl, what were you just thinking? I felt so bad for her. Even though she kept on saying she was still into Carrington, I just thought, no, this girl knows better. She knows that she deserves better, and she knows she should be with someone who actually gives a damn about her. Someone tell me why Carrington even took Mercedes out on a date. Why did he take Mercedes out on a date? Those two did not have a connection. Yeah, they like to hook up with each other, but that's about it. I was just like, you're taking Mercedes out on a date, but you've been with Laurel this whole time? Like, what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to do? Whatever's going on between Jalen and Kiertan, continue to go on. I need her to skedaddle away from Carrington, find herself someone who actually gives a damn about her. Let me know, do you think Carrington is here for the right reasons? Onto the infamous Mackenize, y'all. So in relationships, Lil Mama is kind of unhinged because what was going on between her and Connor? What is the explanation for that? She just makes it so hard for you to find any redeeming qualities in her. Whenever Connor had an issue, he literally would invalidate his feelings. Sis would cry. Why are you crying, girl? Why are you crying? Anything that he would say should be like, oh, in my past relationship, I was blindsided. I didn't know. Maybe you were blindsided because people can't be honest with you without you being really upset with them or seeing their emotions for your own father, because she literally will start crying. You're honest with Mackenize will start crying, and then it's like, what was I even here for? Why did I even bother, you know? I feel like there's a lot of jump cuts. It's just because I struggle to talk and do my makeup at the same time. I'm like concentrating. What was the reason? And Connor, we can't help you. We can't help you because you do not want to unshackle yourselves from the chains that are Mackenize. You do not want to unshackle yourself. How can we help you? We've had opportunity for you to move on. One of the funniest moments for me during that coupling from Casa Amor, the way all the guys looked at Mackenize standing next to Jalen. Because, as they said, she was a hypocrite. How? Okay, if America, okay, the country, voted for him to go on a date, why are you upset with him? Why? respect yourself. How must I apologize to you about the fact that the country voted for me to go on dates? How? Girl, it's not happening. I would literally tell Mackenzie, it's just not happening. She does all this. She calls all this hoopla, all this drama over him. I look so crazy, but it's gonna all work out. She calls all this hoopla over him going on a simple date. Then, when she recouples with a whole other man that she's been kissing up on, obviously you've seen the show if you're watching this, and even if you haven't, please go and watch. This man, Calvin, was so loyal to her in Casa Amor. What reason? I don't understand, because he needed to get away from her. Because even when he tried to be serious about stuff, she wouldn't want to talk about it. When he's like, let's not kiss right now, let's talk, she doesn't want to talk about it because obviously it's not on her terms. T's and C's haven't applied, so she's not interested. That's how Mackenzie acts. Like, it's her world and you're just living in it. I just think, Connor, sir, you deserve better. But as my friend Ellen said, you can't wish better for someone if they don't want it for themselves. Like, he doesn't want better for himself. I guess he likes this dynamic with Mackenzie. And if they do get together, because I low-key feel like they might get together because Jalen doesn't want to put up with it. You can tell this because he said, I'm seeing the things that you were doing before I came back. Because you are low-key starting to act a bit unhinged. Jalen doesn't stand for it the way that Connor does. Live in a life and in a world where only your opinion matters. It can't be that, ma'am. It can never be that. Girl, I think I'm being extra, y'all. I'm being extra because I really don't contour that much, but I feel like I'm doing it for the video. I'm being real. I don't often contour. I do the lines, but I was like, maybe I should just make myself look like I know what the hell I'm doing, even though I don't. Anyways. And I'm not a Mackenzie girl, as you can tell. I'm not a Mackenzie girl. We can admit that Jalen low-key's used her to get into the house. He has not been looking for her. He's not been checking for her. He's really not about her as much as he was during Casa Amor. During Casa Amor, he literally only spent time with her. He's not doing that now. And as unfortunate as that is, sis, that's kind of what happens. Just imagine how Mackenzie would have acted. Connor brought home a girl, and she didn't. It would have been the end of time. Now the problem is, Connor, you might be going home because Mackenzie was being selfish. Mackenzie is, doing her own thing. Then might be sorted because she's about to start talking to Jalen. You might go home because you're still interested in Mackenzie. Oh, you guys are gonna continue staying together, which I'm like, what? Let me know how you feel about Mackenzie and how, this is on both of them, because Mackenzie might act out, but Connor enables it. We're gonna talk about Johnny and Cely. Johnny's fine af. I love Cely. Cely has the bubbliest personality in the bubbly. Like, she wakes up every morning in a good mood. And I personally really liked her and Johnny. I thought they were going good. They were almost the power couple. Or maybe they were the power couple for 2 days. Of course, all good things can't last when men like Johnny roam the earth with his tendencies. Sir. Johnny needs to explain himself to me. Johnny, this is for you, for when you get out of the house. Mr. 2:30, baby. Won't you meet me by the pool? What was this thing? Was Mercedes worth it? Was she worth it? Sir, let me know. Because you left the house busy saying how you and Cely are it, you're compatible, like, you're busy. The thing that kills me about Johnny, he's busy saying he doesn't think Caleb and Justine could make it, but him and Cely could, and that's what you do? That's how you play the game? Obviously, him and Cely weren't official, but they were exclusive. And there's no excuse for him to have hooked up with Mercedes. The reason is, Caleb literally told him that night saying, I think Cely might love you. The reminder. Even when he was sitting with Mercedes, he knew not to have done that. So if you had already crossed the line sitting with her, why did she enter your bed? Why you let her in your bed? What do you think's gonna happen? Only him could he that and be like, oh, it helped me realize I want to be with you. Oh, so you needed to kiss another girl to realize you need to be with me? She was so confident. She was so confident in Johnny. She never was like tripping. She never got upset. He went on dates. She didn't act up. When he left, she wasn't acting up. So for him to do that with her trust, it's just a slap. It's a slap in the face. I feel her, and she had every right to take the time out to be upset. When he said that, oh, he doesn't know how long it's going to take her to get over it, but he hopes that it's not going to, you know, take too long, that it gets in the way of the connection. So you are what got in the way of the connection. You know, is I don't trust you. I don't trust you with Cely. We obviously need to talk about the king and queen of Love Island USA season 2. This is, for all intents and purposes, terms and conditions apply, a Justine and Caleb stan account. That's it. That's all you need to know, is that this is a Justine and Caleb stan account. I ship them so heavy, and I think it's been such a minute since I've watched Love Island where I've felt this way about a couple. I mean, I've shipped couples in the past, but I've been like, okay, whatever. But like these two, I want them to go off and have children. It's what they deserve. They deserve to live happily ever after. And as Justine would say, it's the black love for me. It's the open communication for me. It's the fact that they are the best couple on Love Island for me. And her being Kenyan, girl, when she dropped her Swahili, I was like, okay, nakupenda sana too, sis. Like, please drop it. East Africa represent. I was so excited, and I'm still so excited. Let me tell y'all something. How many shows, like reality TV or just like a television show, do you see asking women getting the love, respect that they deserve? Tell me, how many shows? Because it really doesn't happen that often. What she and Caleb have is just so pure and exciting. I'm not even kidding when I say I shed teardrops during the recoupling. She had to go through a lot to get to here. Her scene where she's just like, you know what, I've not been chosen first. Since I've been on the show, like, I've not been someone's first choice. A lot of people have been there. A lot of us have been there. And all I could think in my mind was that scene in Grey's Anatomy where it's like, choose me, pick me. The way that Caleb walked down those stairs. And he's one of the first, let's also keep it buck, y'all. One of the first guys who, what he says to his girl, he is saying behind her back. Like, when he's with his boy, he's saying, I really like her, I want to continue, I don't want to leave her, I only want to be with her. That you don't usually find. Typically what happens on Love Island is he will say one thing to his girl, literally tell his boys another thing. 20 minutes later, it goes all around the villa and there's drama. Caleb and Justine are solid. They're talking about the future. They're talking about what are they going to do post this. And I saw on Twitter that Justine's family and Caleb's dad approves. So when's the wedding? And can I be in the wedding party? Because we've seen the love story. I literally am not even the girl to go for these romances on, I mean, I'm lying because I really love Cam. And so, okay, for the most part, I'm not the girl to fall for these romances on reality TV, but I'm sold. They are the king and queen of Love Island. They better win. I will vote. Don't worry, Justine. You know, to all you hating people who think Caleb couldn't like a girl like Justine, screw you. Because you're just hating and jealous and sad. So many people have been just talking so much crap about her because she doesn't fit into your standard of beauty. But you know what? Caleb likes her, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. All of y'all hating on Justine and Caleb, you can talk to someone else. One of the things I noticed, someone said on Twitter, so I don't want to take credit for it, is someone who noticed that, was like, Justine's love language is physical touch, and ever since she told Caleb that, he's been sure to hold her hand. Little things like that solidified to me that they are, one, the best couple, and two, they're gonna win. On my lipstick and lashes, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. So this is the completed look. It's super simple. I just put on some lashes, my lipstick, which is Kat Von D matte, and I also forgot to put this to do this whilst on camera. I put on some bronzer as well, just to kind of like warm up my face a little bit. I just wanted to say I'm very excited for episodes that are coming through soon. I am not sure where things are going to go. I definitely know for sure that Caleb and Justine are making it to the end. I don't know for sure, but I'm praying that they do. I hope no more surprises happen for Johnny and Cely. And you know, if it goes for the rest of them, I really low-key don't care. Like, I don't want to be rude, but I mean, please give me more Justine, Cely, and Caleb time. And the rest of them, like, you know, do what y'all need to do. Leave you today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow the social medias. My personal one, which is linked down below, and my second page called Confessions of a Black Girl, is a space for Black women, girls, femmes to feel celebrated, vulnerable at the same time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be seeing y'all very, very soon. Bye.